So yeah, I've been working on a project. I feel like God's kind of leading me through something to do with helping people with music, with creating plugins. And it's a big dream that I've always wanted to do. And now I'm finally working towards that and making some progress. It's been pretty fun so far. I've been very frustrated learning how to code and really just using a lot of my skills that I have now, like I learned over the years. It's taking literally every single skill I've learned in my entire life to like just get the ball rolling on this, like artwork, digital design, the coding I literally just started doing like a few months ago. But not only that, but just engineering, producing, guitar, just everything. Literally all my skill sets are just like packed into this project. It's really exciting. I can't wait to show it to the world, but it's gonna be a little while. I'm projecting probably about another 6 months to a year probably before it's released to the public. But for right now, I've got a working copy of this plugin that I've been working on. It's exciting. It's not done. It's definitely not done. It still needs some shaping, but for the most part, it's working and it's pretty exciting. So yeah, I'm just gonna dive in and show you guys what I've been working on. We're gonna get into this now. Okay, here we go. I don't know what it's gonna be called officially yet, but so far the working title is Signature Series. Signature Series by my company SS Audio. So this is the plugin right here. So what this is a guitar MIDI plugin. I'm aiming to make it unlike any other because the guitar MIDI plugins that are out there now are good. You know, I'm not trying to hate on nobody, but the goal is to make the best sounding guitar MIDI plugin. I think it would be awesome. I think the market is in need of one, really. One that sounds realistic and feels realistic and as realistic as it can be without being the real thing, I guess. And there's some other things that I'm not going to go over just yet because I don't want to give away everything about the plugin yet, but there's some other things I want to implement within the plugin that are not there yet. Like there's going to be different tabs where you can see different parts of the plugin, but so far it's just one screen right here, and you got your key switches right here, and then you got your articulations right here, which essentially the same thing, but you know, the articulations are just constant. That you don't have to do a key switch to enable them. They're just on a note. And so we have tapping, sustain downstroke, sustain upstroke, palm mute down, palm mute up, sustain alt pick, palm mute alt pick, slide up, slide down. And then the static articulations that don't need a key switch are string noise slides, like a sliding string noise, and then harmonic rake and dead note up, dead note down. Go ahead and let you guys hear what it sounds like. Okay, that's just one note. Let me take the distortion off of it. You can just hear the dry tone. Okay, anyways, yeah, MIDI guitar. The thing about MIDI guitar, though, is the articulations and how the samples are made, really, I think, because what gets them sounding fake is I think when it comes to the coding and everything, like there's a little bit of a delay because of the pick attack, and it's kind of tricky. I guess the easiest way I can explain is just it takes a little bit of finessing to get it to sound realistic, but at the same time, you know, the articulations is what makes it sound realistic. So it's the way you program the guitar. What makes the plugin believable is the way you program it. And I think people just don't know enough about how to program a guitar, you know, because some people may not play guitar and they don't understand like what's supposed to happen where. And hopefully I can help with that out. Eventually, like after the plugin's out on my YouTube channel, I'm just going to go over how it works and how you should program guitar, because some people just don't know. There's some things you should know in order to make it sound believable. The reason why it sounds like a video game and sounds kind of fake and corny is because people just program a note, like, and then they're going to the next note depending on what you're doing on guitar. So let's do a 3-5, like a slide, a 3 to 5, right? So that would be right there. So if you just hit those two notes, yeah, it sounds fake. Dun, dun, you know, there's a transition there, you know, and it's a slide. So you would program a slide in between it. All right, I'll just extend it. Okay, so now it's alternate picking, but that's fine if you're just going, that's fine. That's going to sound realistic if you have the alternate picking thing. But if you're doing a slide, I have some other articulations here that would make it sound believable. So there's a string noise slide, which is G sharp 0. So what I was doing was programming a string slide noise in between both notes. Now I know that's more work, but that's what it's going to take to make it sound realistic. You have to play around with the length of the notes as well. Cut it off here. See? It sounds pretty abrasive, you know, it's loud. So you can just turn it down. It's velocity sensitive, so. See how realistic that sounds now? And I mean, in the context of like of an actual riff, if you were actually writing that, you know, you wouldn't even be able to tell. I think you wouldn't be able to tell if that was real or fake guitar. And you know, I am working on things like pick attack, because right now the pick attack's decent, but I have this button right here called chug. I guess gives you more beef with the palm mutes. This is not the way the final plugin is going to look, by the way. This is going to be all different. But yeah, all this is going to change. This is literally just a little skin just while I'm developing right now. But anyways, yeah, that was just a quick little tip on what you could do to make it sound more realistic. It's pretty cool. I tested this out with one of the most technical songs that I've written, which is Isolation Blue. I tabbed out Isolation Blue all over again with MIDI but guitars, and I tested this plugin out with Isolation Blue and it sounds sick. Like all the little nuances and articulations and slides and bends and all that, like all of that is programmed in there, and it sounds believable. Like it literally sounds like you wouldn't be able to tell it was programmed guitar. So I'm stoked about that.